Hey Megan, it's Dan here. You're going to see a difference here today is that my phone app now allows me to put a different video and put one right next to yours. So I chose a video of Christina Obergfall. She's a women's javelin thrower that I really like. Her personal best is at 70 meters. But in this video, you should see it from the side, and I should be able to compare this video to yours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this video. We're going to pull through with yours. I'm going to start it off. So the one thing, I really want you to work on, maybe two things of practice each week. Not too much, but one of the big things, which I'm not seeing right here in the other two videos, is your tip is very high. So remember, we want it nice and flat right in front of you, going straight out. Because when you pull back, your tip's already going to be automatically up, and we don't want that. So, if you look at Christina on the bottom here, when she starts going through, her javelin is totally straight, right there. And if anything, her tip's a little bit down so that she doesn't lose the tip. So, I'm going to keep going with yours. We're going to keep moving. Again, we really want that javelin flat, not pointing up. That's something I'd really like you to work on this whole week, is keeping your javelin flat as you run through. Now we've got the pullback here. Not bad. Again, I want that arm up. You're already dropping that arm. Right here, penultimate step, not bad. You probably want to move back a little bit. That's what warm-ups are for. Warm-ups really help give you a general idea of what's going to happen when you actually throw. So it'd be really good. A nice little sample of what you could do to warm-ups. What I do is take 2 stand throws from right at the line. Then I do 1 or 2 multiple crossover throws. And then I'll do 2 or 3 run-throughs so that I can gauge where I need to start. I'll do a run-through without throwing just to save my arm and make sure that, I don't tire it up for the actual competition. So right here, not bad. We're moving out, out, out. Here, let's go back a little bit. Right here. This is a little bit better, but I'm still seeing the same kind of stuff as last time. Really want to work on that stuff, and I'll write you up a little Microsoft Word document on what I'd really like you to work on, some key focuses. And let's go to Christina here so we can look across and see that. So I want you to watch this. Her arm is totally straight. Javelin's flat. She's running through. Now she's coming to the end right here. Her arm is slightly dropped, but the difference is her arm is flat, but the javelin's tilted slightly up. When you go to throw, your arm is down and the javelin's tilted up. So we're going to go through here, nice and slow with Christina. That last step, you see how she just explodes. Right once that left foot hits, before the right comes down and before she blocks and throws, she explodes out. So her right foot comes down. Now I want you to look at this right here. This is what we've kind of talked about. I'm going to pause it right here. Right now her weight's behind her. Her javelin's long right there. Left arm is out in front of her. Her weight's behind her. She's got a slight little bend in that knee. Front leg is nice and straight. And the big thing here is she's got a really nice reverse C, which, when you hit your plant, if you're behind your knee and your weight is shifted behind that right knee, everything behind there with your arm is going to slam forward. And what's happening with you is when you hit that plant, I want you to look at this. When you hit that plant, everything is right here. Yes, you have a reverse C, but if you look at your front leg right here, your front leg is starting to bend. Your front leg is starting to bend right here, and your back leg, everything is shifted forward. So the only thing you can throw with right now, because your weight is all going forward, is your arm. That's the only thing you can throw with. You need to work that back knee, just like Christina has. So, here, boom. She hits her plant. And see that back knee that I'm talking about? Her weight's behind her if that back knee is hit. That back knee's bent. The weight sits behind her. She hits that straight block. And all she can do is sling everything that's behind her forward. Comes over the top. Follows through. Boom. So, what I want to do really quick, we'll see if they line up. I want to put both of your videos together, yours and hers. Okay, let's see if these play on sync. They don't. So let me line this up real quick here, see if I can get this good. Let's put slow motion on. Put these back, see if I can line this up here. When you throw, the only thing you're using is your arm. And it's apparent because all you do is your upper body snaps ahead of your lower body. When Christina throws, she goes straight forward, whole body, everything. Here, whole body's thrown forward. Okay, now, no worries about that. Let's go to your next one. Most of these throws, now I have to say, 80 feet, much more consistent. I'm very happy to see that your average, especially for this meet, went up to 80s for all three throws. Next step, let's get up to 90s. So, crossovers, running, it's all good. You know, you do it very athletic. But I'm going to say it on everyone to get it through your head for when you throw javelin. Your javelin right now is up. When you go into your crossovers, it's going to get even higher up. Your javelin needs to be flat. You really want that flat. Okay, let's keep going. Look at your arm right now. Where is it? This one's actually a little bit better. Your arm is straight back, javelin dropped, but I don't think you're at that point yet. I'd really like to see the arm higher up and the javelin right at eye level and straight. Now right here though, when you're going into your last impulse step before you hit your crossover, the javelin has dropped. Arm has dropped, javelin has dropped. Go into the next one. Foot hits, you had a nice impulse step. You're about to go out. Now what really needs to happen is this knee needs to stay bent. And what you're doing is you're reaching really far in front of you and shifting your weight in front of you. So, right now, you're shifting your weight all out in front of you. So, all your weight is going this way. When what I'd really like to see is your weight going down and back for this knee. So I want you to think about it this way. By dropping your knee and bending your knee, it's going to lower your center of gravity, forcing your front left leg, your block leg, to hit the ground quicker. But right now, what you're doing is you're pushing the knee but you're pushing it forward, forcing you to go forward, and all your weight go forward instead of keeping it behind you. So when you finally hit that block right here, right there, this is the moment. From here, if you were to push your knee to the ground and turn your hip through into your block, your weight would stay behind you and you would throw a really far throw. This frame is good. This is where it goes bad. That back leg extends into the front leg. That front leg should be down. It should have been down about 2 seconds ago. I'm going to go to the next frame. Even more reaching. Now that back leg, no bending. All your weight is about to hit the front leg and it's going to bend. Boom. Front leg starts to bend. Nothing in that back leg. All your weight right now is straight in front of you. There's nothing behind that javelin except your arm. And we really want that back knee bent, because if that back knee is bent, you're literally sitting with all of your weight behind you. So that when you finally push into that block, everything will come in front of you. All that weight that you have on your body will go straight through the javelin with your arm. Again, right here, and all your weight, you see that front leg starting to bend. Now, the thing I do like, though, is that your throwing motion looks a little better than last time. Elbow first, you're pulling through. You're not losing the tip as bad, which is one of the big differences. Right here, I like this. I like this a lot. Obviously, still something to work on, but javelin is right here. And what's going to happen is javelin's right there. Difference. Now, all your force is going to go straight through it. Slowly look through it. Boom. That's a straight javelin. Now look at that. Through each frame. And again, like we talked about before, because all your weight's in front of you, all you have is your arm. Now, as you saw in the video with Christina, when she hits that last step, she slams forward, whole body, everything right here. From her arm to her leg is all shooting forward. To the point where she has to slam on the brakes. She has to take 2 to 3 steps to slam the brakes so she can stop and not go over the line. And all you're doing is throwing your hips backwards. So you're losing more force. Your hips are going back right there. Upper body's going forward. So only your upper body again is throwing the javelin while your hips are going back and your legs have no play in it. But I have to say, the one plus from this video is the javelin flight. Okay, so video 3. Again, just like on the other two, you really need to, I want that arm up, javelin flat. I don't want that tip falling back, because that sets you up for a bad position when you go into your crossovers before you throw. Right here, your arm's lower than last time, and it's going to start dropping. And there it is right there. That's a very low drop. I really want that arm up, up, up. That's what I say to my kids. Whenever they're throwing, I talk about up, up, up. Arm up, javelin up. So again, like I've said in multiple, arm up. Now we're going to see the same problem we saw in the last video. Knee bends, awesome. Front leg straightens. Right here is a great position. From this position, this knee needs to shoot to the ground. This block leg needs to hit the ground right there. But it doesn't. Good position. And right there. Good. Good. And then you extend the back leg into the block, and all your weight shifts forward, and all you've got behind you is your arm. Again, look at that front leg. Front leg here is bent because your weight's in front of it. Only thing behind you is your arm. Again, the throwing motion right now looks great. It looks really good. But I want to make it even better, and I want to work on keeping that weight behind you. Follow through. Now I want you to look at it again like I pointed out before. Hips going back, upper body going forward. All you've got to throw with is your upper body. Now before this video ends, what I'd like to say for the end of this is, Meaghan, so the two things that I really want you to work on before your next videos, we have 2 more video sessions left, video analysis, I really want you to keep your arm up. Just like I showed you here, arm up. Up, up, up. I want your arm nice and long and straight back, and I want the javelin right on eye level. I like to say, put the tip of the javelin on your ear. And when you're running, that's where I want it the whole time. A nice little drill to do to help you with that is you literally just do crossovers for maybe 20 meters multiple times, just keeping your arm up, javelin up. Your arm will get tired, but if you do this throughout the week, you most likely will see changes at the meet if you can pull through and keep it consistent with that. That being said, I'd really like that to happen. It's very tough to work on the end of your throw, pushing the knee down into the block, but if you'd like to try that yourself, you can. But the main one thing that I want to see is I really want that arm back and up. I want it 180 degrees, and I want the tip, quote unquote, on top of your ear. Now, one cue that I like to use to help the end of the throw is sit. Right when that right foot hits before you're about to throw, sit into your right leg and push through the throw. Now, if that doesn't make sense, let me know. But our big concern is keeping the arm up. That's the one big thing I'd like to see. I want to see some consistency in that. And I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll put this on YouTube and send you the link. Thanks.